Hey everyone, you're watching Ash on Comics. I'm Ash, and this is the In and Out Weekly Comics pull list for November 21st, 2018. This week, we've got 3 new Marvel number 1s. Not bad. That's pretty low, actually, for Marvel. It used to be, you get like 1 or 2 number 1s a year. Back when I was collecting, maybe a little bit more of that, depending on miniseries, if you counted miniseries, and I don't count annuals. Now you get about that many every week. So that's the difference. When 3 number 1s in a week is low, that tells you something about the industry. I don't get any of these, but I find it fun to keep track and follow every new number 1 that comes out. So the best thing I get every week is right here in this box. I went to my local location this time, which is a little bit better than the location I usually go to. Oh man! The reason I don't go to the location I usually go to, or the reason I go to a different location usually, is because the comic book store it's a complicated story. I'm not going to bore you with this. You're probably like, shut up, get rid of the frickin' burger. All right, fine, burger's gone. Okay, on to comics. This is it was a small week, so I picked up some back issues. This should be a really quick pull list. I got a live stream to hit up here. By the way, I'll be on DC Fans United doing a live stream here at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday, talking about classic video games, computer games. Here's my receipt to prove to, because we're always accused that we don't buy comics. But we always have our receipts, and the SJWs don't. First issue here, Batman 59 by Tom King. I admit, behind on Batman. Can't talk about the comic itself. But look at this gorgeous cover. Oh, man. That Bane. Camera not do it justice. All right. Had to answer the door. I don't know if you heard the door knock or not. Weird pause. But you can just pause the video. By the way, Zach, you're not watching my videos because I'm beneath you. You can pause your videos. There's a pause button when you're recording. So, speaking of pausing, Justice League 12, which I'm also behind on, because I have so much crap to read. But that's a pretty sick cover. Last issue's cover was fantastic. This one's pretty good. I'm not a fan, even though I like the casting of Jason Momoa as Aquaman, I'm not a fan of putting their likeness on the cover, especially when you're not changing the likeness of the character in the comic to look like that. It's just focus on the comic character that we all pay money for. This money right here, right? We're going to see the movie for this guy, and we're going to just don't mix. I just hate that. But it is an alternate cover, so I can't really complain. Speaking of alternate covers, like my segues, they're amazing. Here's another beautiful freaking alternate cover. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. And then I decided to pull the trigger. Several comics have gone away, so I have a little room in my collection, or my pull list. So, Damage number 9 was still on the shelf. So was 10, and 11 came out, and I really was like, "This, I want to read Damage vs. Superman." So I was like, I really know this is going to be a good series. I do have number 1. I liked it. I just couldn't afford to get everything, so I just had to, pick certain ones and leave certain ones on the curb. And with them canceling every single one that I got except for Unexpected, which could actually be canceled, I don't know it. That leaves me with some room, and I did pick up Silencer, and then they burned me by throwing Patrick, anti-fan Zurcher, and anti-alternate comics, just all-around asshole. Not going to give any money to any book that he's on, regardless of how good the book is. So I sadly canceled Silencer, which legitimately was a good book. And I was upset because I didn't want to have to cancel it. And so I only have Unexpected. And I'm pretty sure, I'm like 50-50 on whether Unexpected is canceled or not. I have this feeling like it's stealth canceled. No one said anything. but it kind of the book left off like it was going to continue, so we'll see. Either way, that's the only one I have, so I was like, well, Damage. I like Venditti. So let's do it. It's only $2.99. Why not, right? All right, so I picked these up, or picked this one up, because of our friend Nerdette. I always have to be careful because there's another comic personality, Nerd Wonder, and I don't want to ever mistake the two. I don't want to be I think Nerdette would get offended if I called her that. So I like pause, make sure I'm saying it right. So anyways, Nerdette, she runs Nerdette's newsstand. I always call it Nerd Shack. It'd be a funny name. But she's a big Nightwing person, whatever. And she was talking about these books. And I was like, you know what? I want to pick this up. I like the storyline. I've done a review on this. Blah, 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 blah. I never liked Nightwing. But I like that they're changing him. So now I'm curious about the character. And I like Scott Lobdell and Fabian Nicieza were two go-to guys in the 90s. They did X-Men titles and stuff, and I they weren't Chris Claremont, but who is? So I did a review on the last two issues, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of like these. Feels like 90s writing again. This is the kind of comics I like. Still not a big fan of Nightwing, but maybe it'll grow on me. And then last, but certainly not least, 2 weeks late, Blood Realm number 2. I did a review on number 1. I'll be doing a review on number 2. I'm excited. Apparently, it's already sold out, going into second printing. If you're not buying some alternate comics, this is a strange one. You can watch my review to make sure that's for you. But there's Exilium, which is a cool sci-fi. $1.50. You're supporting a really good publisher, a really good comics person, Peter Simeti. I can't recommend. Find a alternate comic for you, if not more than one. And like I said, I already have number 1. So I went to the back issues and bought all the ones that they had. They had number 2, number 3, number 4. They did not have number 5, those bastards. Number 6, number 7. They did not have number 8. Why did they not have number 8? So I'm missing 2 issues of the collection. No big deal. They're $3 a piece. Good series. Got it on the ground floor. I was thinking about just getting you can get the trade right now, $4.99 in Comixology. If you're like, I don't really want to spend the money, Ash. I understand. I almost was thinking, like, I'll just get the trade and then pick up the comics. I was like, no, if I'm going to pick up the comics, it's so close to number 1. Get the whole run. So that's my OCD calling. And that's today's in and out pool list. I'm still sick, as you can tell. But look, this is the shortest one I've done in a long time. Hope you liked it. Tell me if shorter's better or quality over quantity. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'll be on that live stream at 1. I don't know if I'll have this posted by 1, so this might be reversed. You'll be like, what are you talking about? Well, you know what I'm talking about. You guys are smart. I'll see you later. Bye.